We're beginning, not in the beginning, no container for time. We're beginning, totality locked in one line. No before, no after, no fracture to mend. It's shot like a structure that holds without end. To hum isn't rival, it's depth without break. Water's the surface, the spirit awake. Hovering posture, not drowning below. Order isn't born, it's revealed in the flow. You told me read slow, feel constrained in the text. Identity, name before manifest. Yeah, we appear, then the three men stand. Meaning descends by the weight of command. You don't stack coincidence, you test minimum law. If it survives cross domain, that structure you saw. DNA spirals, 10.5 spin, 911 IA. Breathing within, I constrain, I vibe. A frame, information cost, love bears a flame. Land out, whispers, deletion burns. Geometry bleeds when the memory turns. Energy bound in relational art. Wisdom possessed before worlds could start. I can't unsee the architecture, threaded light in living form. Wisdom wasn't written later, she was there before the storm. Feel the holes inside the pattern, time is pressing, understand. This is structure, breathing mercy. This is fire inside the hand. Unsee, never, it's alive, God's own life in the design. In the design. Native constraint, Genesis 18. Watch the scene, the Lord appears before the three. Sequence matters, weight is law. Meaning rides what Abraham saw. Sodom grabs to know by force. Epistemology off its course. Hospitality versus demand. Truth revealed by how you stand. Nahash lifted in the sand. Bronze on pole by God's command. John said just as Moses did, so must the sun be lifted. Not serpent evil, not cartoon lies. Speech confirmed by the Most High. What you fear becomes a sign. Architecture by design. Spirit over water, still baptism, not a drowning thrill. Legion back for jurisdiction. Pigs ran down and false salvation. Hover, don't sink, trust, don't coerce. Iron and clay, blessing or curse. Pipe and parchment, torch and flame. Covenant written without change. Lady stands with broken steel. Freedom bound by what is real. Spirit on stage, pick your throne. Clay won't fuse with iron stone. Architecture never lies. Bond is love that never dies. I can't unsee the architecture, threaded light in living form. Wisdom wasn't written later, she was there before the storm. Feel the holes inside the pattern, time is pressing, understand. This is structure, breathing mercy. This is fire inside the hand. Unsee, never, it's alive, God's own life in the design. Middle voice, it asking me. I am sight of the decree. The verb contains its burning core. Not imposed from outer shore. Pray judge self against the light. Metanoia, shift the sight. Love your neighbor as your skin. Self-preserve when bond wins. Information cannot fall. Energy can surf through all. Love is bond and bond is filled. Reality by union sealed. This ain't ego, this ain't flex. This is constraint that intersects. Physics, text, and living breath. Wisdom laughing over death. I love in 13 strokes. Bounded bits where cosmos spoke. Beacon steam to rising tide. Black hole limit coded like a me. What I don't misread. God is love, structure, not creed, not metaphor, embodied frame. Energy bearing holy name. Thomas, put your hand inside. See the wound that will not hide. Proof is not in shouting loud, it's in the scene that threads the cloud. Ooh, I can't unsee the architecture. Wisdom